Welcome to Literacy Home Learning. This is a literacy unit appropriate for children learning from home during this extended school closure. It is designed to provide learning opportunities for primary age children and will help to develop their ability within the national curriculum. This is lesson number 6 in the series. Please listen along, pause the video when necessary, and listen out for the task appropriate for your age and ability. To be prepared for today's lesson, make sure you have something to write with and your home learning book. Follow along with the video and be sure to pause when you've been given a task to complete. You will know when to pause when you see the symbol in the bottom corner of the screen. Today's learning objective is to express cause using conjunctions. In today's lesson, we will continue to look at the book The Tin Forest by Helen Ward and Wayne Anderson. There was once a wide, windswept place, near nowhere and close to forgotten, that was filled with all things that no one wanted. Right in the middle was a small house, with small windows, that looked out onto other people's rubbish and bad weather. In the house lived an old man. Every day he tried to tidy away the rubbish, sifting and sorting, burning and burying. Every day he tried to tidy away the rubbish, sifting and sorting, burning and burying. He dreamed he lived in a jungle full of wild forest animals. There were colourful birds, tropical trees, exotic flowers, toucans, tree frogs and tigers. But when he awoke, his world outside was still the same. One day something caught the old man's eye, and an idea planted itself in his head. The idea grew roots and sprouted. Feeding on the rubbish, it grew leaves. It grew branches. It grew bigger and bigger. Under the old man's hand, a forest emerged. A forest made of rubbish. A forest made of tin. It was not the forest of his dreams, but it was a forest just the same. Then one day, across the windswept plain, the wind swept a small bird. The old man spilled crumbs from his sandwich onto the ground. The bird ate the crumbs and perched to sing in the branches of a tin tree. But the next morning, the visitor was gone. All day the old man walked through the silence, and his heart ached with the emptiness. That night, by moonlight, he made a wish. In the morning, the old man woke to the sound of birdsong. The visitor had returned, and with him his mate. The birds dropped seeds from their beaks. Soon green shoots broke through the earth. Time for your first quick task. With your home teacher, discuss how birds might help spread seeds and allow plants to grow.
A seed contains everything a new plant needs to start growing. The moment a seed starts to grow is called germination. Some people plant seeds in pots or in gardens to germinate. Plants in the wild have many different ways of scattering their seeds. This is called dispersal. The wind disperses lots of seeds that are light or can catch the breeze, but only some find a good spot to germinate. Some plants use water to disperse seeds that float. These seeds can be carried downstream to new germination spots. Some seeds grow, safely protected in fruit. When animals or birds eat the fruit, they also swallow the seeds. So when that happens, the seed is dropped somewhere new. Some seeds get tangled or stuck in fur or feathers, then fall off later in a different place. Seeds are dispersed in amazingly different ways, so the next generation of plants can grow and flourish.
Yes, a bird can disperse seeds. After being eaten, the seeds pass through the bird and come out the other end. This is because birds like to eat the sweet berries, but they cannot digest the hard seeds, so they poo them out onto the ground where they grow. Time for your next quick task. Can you name the other ways seeds can be dispersed from the video? Remember to make notes in your home learning book. Here's what we thought. We thought that seeds could be dispersed by the wind, water, birds, and attached to animals. Time for your next quick task. Choose one of the ways in which seeds are dispersed, and in your home learning book, order the events of how this would happen. Here is what we thought. Berries grow on a tree to attract birds. A bird eats the berries. The bird digests the sweet fruit. The bird poos the undigested seeds on the floor. The seeds grow into plants. The plants grow more berries. Using causal conjunctions at the end of one of these simple sentences in the previous task will allow us to express cause. For example, berries grow on a tree to attract birds so that they can spread their seeds. Here you can see we've used the causal conjunction so that. Here are some more causal conjunctions that you may choose to use today. Because, since, even though, as, now that, so, yet, accordingly, consequently, therefore, hence, as a result. Year 1 and 2, here's your main task. In your home learning book, copy these sentences and try to join two of them using the conjunctions below. We would like you to use the conjunctions because, since, as, or so that. Here are the sentences. Plants make berries. Animals eat them so the seeds can spread. Birds cannot digest the seeds. They poo out the seeds. The seeds start to grow in the ground. Plants can make more berries. Years 3 and 4, here's your main task. In your home learning book, write a paragraph explaining how seeds are dispersed in different ways. Make sure to use causal conjunctions to express cause. Year 5 and 6, here's your main task. In your home learning book, write a paragraph explaining how seeds are dispersed in different ways, making sure to use causal conjunctions to express cause. When writing, consider how humans might prevent this from happening. Consider the reasons below. Pollution, cutting down forests to build houses, and traffic. Time for a final quick task. Can you count the amount of times that you laughed when Mr. Stringer said the word poo?